Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing so super well today. This week I'm feeling extra inspired because I'm currently planning my next couple of makeovers. I'm working on my studio as well as a bathroom. And whenever I'm working on a makeover, I always like to incorporate a couple of new pieces. I'm always looking for my next project. And sometimes I buy new if I know exactly what I'm looking for. But today I'm basically gonna let the thrift store choose my next project based on what we find. That's the naked cat. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Someone across the street has a naked cat and Brian always talks about it, but I've never really seen it. And she is like in the window. Wow, I wish that I could see her like up close because they look so cool. Anyways, I have a list of things that I've been wanting to find secondhand. I love using secondhand pieces for projects because one, you are not breaking the bank, and two, you can try out new project ideas without feeling as anxious because it is an older piece. So for me personally, I don't feel as bad if things don't go according to plan. And obviously the biggest reason I love shopping secondhand is that you can find one-of-a-kind pieces that are vintage, look designer, and cannot be found anywhere else. I love that these pieces all tell a story, and with my studio, I really want it to feel alive and lived in. Like when I walk in, I want to feel inspired, and that all starts with finding unique pieces that are custom to you. So I'm hoping that we find some hidden gems today. Okay, I'm all packed up and I'm ready to go. Okay, I just made it to the thrift store. It is so hot today. It's a Monday, so I'm hoping that it won't be too busy, but it's also summertime, so I feel like anywhere I go is gonna be busy. I think it's been over a month since I've been thrifting, and I'm so excited to see what we find. I definitely need to make it a point to go at least like once a month, not only for my projects, but also for myself, because I've been wanting to thrift some clothing as well. And I feel like being in the city, there are so many better finds. Like there's just better clothing, better decor items, and I'm hoping that the thrift gods bless us today. I have a list here of things that I'm looking for. So my top priority is probably some sort of lamp. There are no lamps in there right now, so I definitely need a lamp. What else is on my list? Obviously, I need to find some picture frames. I would also love to find some sort of like trinket shelf. I think that would be really cute. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, so let's see what we can find. Okay, who else went through the pineapple decor phase? Because I feel like I had the same exact thing, except it wasn't a jar. Like this was such an era. Okay, we're back and we did so good. They even gave me a box because I got so many items. I can't wait to go home and show you guys the haul. I definitely just spent like 15 minutes just standing there deciding on what I should keep and what I should leave behind. I even did a poll on Instagram asking you guys if I should buy one of these items or leave it, and so far it's actually losing in the poll, but I got it anyways, so I'm hoping that it works with the vision that I have for it. Okay, we're gonna go home now because I'm melting. It is so hot today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful summer so far. I feel like we've been doing so much, spending a lot more time with friends and family. We've been going out more and attending more events, and I've been having so much fun dressing up or dressing down and just like figuring out my personal style. I feel like summer is the perfect time to experiment with more colorful pieces, which is exactly what I've been doing lately. And that also includes your glasses because they make such a statement. These are the Otis from Pear, who is so kindly sponsoring today's video. I've raved about them before because I love their glasses so much. And for my outfit today, I'm trying to figure out which top frame I should go with. So we could do the green to match all of the green gingham going on in my top. Or we could go with the sandstone tortoise, which has been my new favorite. I just got these in the other week and I cannot stop wearing them. I just think they are such a fun neutral, a little bit different from your regular tortoise. I think these are a new style, and Pear comes out with so many great collections. And if you're someone who wears glasses, sunglasses, or even blue light filtering glasses, sunglasses, you have to check them out. Pair makes high quality customizable frames, and as you guys saw, the interchangeable magnetic top frames are so genius. You can get so many looks just from one pair, and if you get these sunglasses top frames, you can even mix and match them and have even more options. And especially if you wear glasses 24/7, I feel like this is such a game changer because then you don't have to switch out your glasses or carry a separate pair of prescription glasses. You can just switch out the top frames and have a brand new look, and that is what I really love most about these. And with their Pair for a Pair program, you are actually giving back to a child in need of vision care or glasses, which I think is really amazing. If you want to find the best frames, I would definitely recommend doing their virtual try-on. That is how I found these frames, which I think are the most flattering glasses that I've ever had. And once you find the one, you can use my link or scan my QR code to get 15% off of your entire purchase. Thank you again, Pair. I think that these are the winner for today. Who's ready for a haul, y'all? Okay, where do I even start? This is not my address, just in case y'all are looking. We were blessed today. I honestly think I spent the most I've ever spent on decor at the thrift store. Some of these items I'm making over, and then some of them I'm leaving as is. So let's start with like the biggest item, which is this toolbox. I've been seeing toolboxes all over Instagram and TikTok. $5. I'm pretty sure it's brand new because there were 2 of them. Wait, is my mic on? Please tell me it's on. There was a guy in front of me and I knew he was going to take it and I was so upset. But then I looked on the shelf underneath and there was another one. So I had to get it. I've been seeing people using this as a jewelry organizer or as a little craft organizer. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. It opens up all the way, and this is something that I definitely need. I need more storage and more organization in my studio. So this was such a good find. I've been on the hunt for a trinket shelf for a while now, and when I saw this for only $4, I knew I had to get it. It has so many compartments and I can put all of my cute little things in here, or I can even lay it flat down and use it as organization for all my little crafty things. I don't like the black, so I think I'm definitely gonna change it up, and I just could not pass this up for $4. I feel like everything there was really reasonably priced, and it already has the hanging hardware on the back, so I think it was meant to be. So I told you guys I was on the hunt for a table lamp, and I actually found 2 options, but they're actually not real table lamps. They are actually even better. Look at it. It is a table lamp candle holder. Like, how freaking cute is this? This was only $5, and I thought for sure that I was gonna make it over, but now that I have it in my space, I actually really like the pattern on it, which is so funny because I feel like everything looks a little bit uglier and like dingier when you look at it in the thrift store, and then once you bring it home, you see it in a new light and it just looks so much better. It even came with a melted candle. So this is actually where the candle goes, and then you just pop this right on top. Okay, vote below. Should I paint this or should I leave this as is? Because I think this is perfect. The second one I found, I know I'm definitely going to paint. So I saw this little glass lampshade. Look at how pretty this looks, like stained glass. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to keep it like this or not because some of the colors aren't really in my palette. So we might change it up a little bit. This was only $2. It did not come with a bottom piece. So I literally went around and like just put this on a bunch of different candles and vases until I found this one, which I think fits it perfectly. Were they not meant to be? These little candle lamps are so trendy, and I honestly cannot believe that I found a version of it at the thrift store for only $5. We're definitely going to change this up a little bit so that it reflects my style a little bit more, but I just cannot get over this find. Let's talk about the item that I wasn't sure on, but I ended up buying it anyways, even though everyone on Instagram said, no, do not buy this. So if you can't already tell, this is a teapot. It is very unique, a little bit weird, but I love the shape so much. I think with the right styling, this could look really good. I'm planning on taking the twine off. And what's funny is I had this in my cart, and then someone came up to me and looked at it and they were like, what is that? And then he literally took it out of my cart to check it out. So at that point I was like, okay, this is definitely coming home with me because I felt like he wanted it. So it made me want it more. He was like, is there a lid for this? This looks like a student-made project or something. And I was like, yeah, it definitely is. It doesn't have a signature on it, but definitely is one of a kind. And I could tell he was one of those people that go to the thrift store and flip items to sell. So I was like, I'm for sure not gonna let him have this. So I walked away with this piece. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I just could not let this go, and I'm actually really happy that I got it. This frame is the coolest thing ever. So this is brand new, but it's one of those frames that you can open up and put different pieces of artwork in. These are mostly advertised to put up children's prints, so you can just like switch them out every single time they make something new. But I've always wanted one of these for myself because obviously we create a lot of artwork and I love the fact that you could just switch these up. This was only $3, so we definitely have to make it over and do something fun with it because this plain black frame is not doing it for me right now. I'm gonna take some time today to figure out what I'm gonna do with which item and see what we can make with it. This is making me so excited for the studio makeover. Let's see what we can make and bring some DIY magic to these items. Okay, are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Because I think this would look really good with some stained glass paint on it. I was able to get the paint off really easily because it was already chipping and there was like no top coat on it. So there are a couple of little spots where they're in the cracks, but I think with the faux stained glass paint, it's totally gonna cover it and you won't even be able to tell. So what I'm planning for this room is to have a little touch of mid-century modern, and I feel like a mid-century stained glass lamp would be so perfect. So that is what I'm planning for this. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the sizing and the design. This worked out pretty well. The only thing is I have a little bit of a gap here, but I'm just gonna repeat one of these roses in that empty spot, and I think that should look pretty good. The thing that I'm most concerned about are the lines on the top, so I will figure that out when we get there. I'm gonna go in with gallery glass, and this is the black, which is the leading, and I think to make this easier, I'm actually gonna put this on a turntable. I took this from my pantry, so this should make it a little bit easier so that you don't have to touch this lampshade. I feel like that is the trickiest part. Yeah, so now I can work like this. I'm a little bit nervous because usually when I do this, I'm working on a flat surface, but I know that this is made to go on like vertical windows, so it shouldn't drip. Okay, let's give it a try, you guys. I'm letting you guys know right now that I was pretty much holding my breath the whole way through. Outlining is definitely the most challenging part of using stained glass paint, but this turntable helped out so much, so I would definitely recommend. One of my worst fears when DIYing a seemingly vintage piece is discovering that you've quote unquote ruined a priceless item. So I was really hoping this wasn't the case with this glass lampshade thingy. So I did some research and it turns out this is called a candle shade from Yankee Candle. I'm sorry, does this not look so good? Like, I'm so happy with this. I have to choose what colors I want to use now. I did grab a couple of new ones because I really wanted to try this brown, maybe not for this project but for the future, and I'm probably gonna go very simple, do some pinks and greens and then maybe a little hint of yellow for this top part over here. So when I'm doing this, usually I paint the inside of the glass, but now we're doing the top of it, so I want to be a little bit careful and make sure that I don't cover up all the black lines. I was honestly surprised because the paint on this came off so easily. There was like no top coat on it. I'm not sure what year these are from, but they have to be at least like 20 years old, so that also could be why the paint is chipping off. I actually saw one that is currently being sold on their site, so they still sell them today, and these are basically made to be placed on top of the larger Yankee candles. They also came out with some small versions of it. I'm honestly very relieved that this is not like a one-of-a-kind vintage item, so I can continue DIYing and not feeling guilty about it. I'm glad I did my research though, because I had no idea that candle shades have been a thing since forever. I've only recently seen them popping up in the past few years, so I love that these are an old style that are back on trend and have been modernized. I have a feeling that the vintage ones are gonna come back in style because I have yet to see a stained glass one, so this project is gonna be extra special. It's always a little scary just seeing it covered in the white paint like this, but it should dry down completely clear like you could see in some of these spots right here. And also I'm looking at some of the marbling spots that I did and I feel like it did nothing. So we'll see what this looks like tomorrow after it's completely dried. Okay, I'm working on the frame now. I just tested it out and it is so cool. It is really well made. And I just looked up the brand, and for the size that I got, it's actually $40 for the frame. So it's pretty amazing that I found it for only $4 brand new. And obviously I don't want to leave it plain, so we're gonna dress it up a little bit. I've been eyeing bobbin frames for the longest time now, so I think this is the perfect project to do it on. The style's really fun, but still classic enough that I can put any frame into it and it'll still match. So I'm using some wood rounds. I got them in almost the same width as the frame. And I always get questions on what super glue I like to use. So this is the one from DAP. This is called Rapid Fuse, and I love this one because it dries super quickly. You just have to hold it for like 10 to 30 seconds, and it also works interior and exterior. So I always keep this on hand. It is such a necessity. Looking back on this, one thing I wish I did do a little bit differently was to use wood filler on some of those half wood rounds to make them smoother. I thought the primer would fix and hide any imperfections, but that was not the case. So that would be my suggestion if you guys try this out. Totally optional though, because in the end you can't really tell, but if you're like me and you care about every little detail and it will bother you, definitely don't skip that step. Also, I usually never go for like super glossy colors on my projects, but I felt like this really needed that, and it was the perfect choice for it. To me, burgundy is kind of like a neutral, but it is so rich and it's definitely gonna make my artwork pop. Going forward, I want to have fun with my frames for my artwork, or at least have fun mats, because they just make a gallery wall feel so much more vibrant and lively, and they should be made to perfectly match your artwork and your vibe. I really feel like I won the thrift store lotto this week. We found so many amazing pieces that I am so in love with. Let me know in the comments which piece you think was my best find this week. I think that the teapot might have to take it because I am so in love with how it looks, especially now that we took off the twine and styled it up a little bit. I think it looks so chic, so sculptural. This truly is a one-of-a-kind find, and I'm so glad that I listened to my gut and just got it. And let me know between the projects which one was your favorite. I think the lamp might have to be, because it looks so perfect. It looks like it was always supposed to be this way. I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's so shiny and beautiful, and I feel like we used pretty simple techniques this week, but it gives the pieces a completely different vibe. I really hope this video gave you some good ideas on how you can flip some old pieces, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below, and also subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to see more updates from me, I post on Instagram every single day, so you can find me over there as well. That is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay inspired, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!